I'm Holly Ryan, and I am here with the filmmaker Paul Carvalho of the film La Main et Les Autres for the CanadaChina International Film Festival. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we're very happy to have you here today, Paul. It's a pleasure, it really is, and I would just like to start off to ask you a few questions to inquire. Sure. What inspired you to create La Main, Street of Immigrants?
La Main is part of 5 films, 1 hour long each, concentrating on different parts of Montreal. So one of them will talk about the mountain that gives the city its name. The other one will be about the port area. Another one was on St. Catherine's Street, which was the street where all the cabarets of Montreal were situated in the 1940s. And there's also La Main, which is, as you know, a street that goes up from south to north or north to south,
yes,
and cuts the city in two. And in the old days, this was a kind of border between the French part of the city and the English part of the city, the French being out east and the English more to the west. So La Main, being the border, is the street where immigrants, having first arrived, felt comfortable staying, because it was neither there nor there. It was in the middle. So generations of immigrants, notably at the turn of the century, the Chinese, the Italians, and the Jews, stayed for at least one generation on La Main, on Main Street, as it was called, St. Lawrence Boulevard. And it is the most successful, I must say, of all 5 films. Mm-hmm. It has an anti-racist message. It's had its share of success. I'm very pleased about that.
As you may be aware, we are now marking Montreal's 375th anniversary here, and you have made Montreal, Mon Amour, Mon Histoire, a documentary about the city. What do you like most about Montreal?
These are 5 documentaries, of which La Main is one.
Yes.
Right? So what do I like most about Montreal? I like the fact that it's a very North American city and a very European city at the same time.
Okay.
I like the fact that people like myself, who are neither European nor American, also came in and we're finding a place for us to express ourselves, and that there's tremendous goodwill towards us who come from somewhere else. We're being asked, what can you do? Can you sing? Can you dance? Can you make films? Do you have a wonderful profession? Can you be a good dentist?
Yes.
And I think there is a goodwill here that I find very charming.
What do you think about last year's edition of the CanadaChina International Film Festival? What is your perspective on the film festival?
You know, it's just amazing that basically a bunch of students who were not getting paid, who had better things to do than work and work and work all summer long. They could be resting, they could be at the beach, they could be doing nothing, goofing off during summertime and between courses. And yet they chose to do this. And I saw the level of coordination, the level of seriousness, and I thought, these people are amazing. So I got serious too.
Nice.
And they said, look, we would like your film to be in Chinese. And I said, okay, well, I'll pay an editor to put in the Chinese subtitles, but where do I get the subtitles? They got me volunteer translators, and who were not even in film. I got 2 fantastic twins who are studying at the John Molson School of Business across the street. And they came in and they did a fabulous job. Well, I don't know how good a job it was, but because I don't speak Mandarin. But the commitment, the seriousness,
yes,
and I think it's very promising, and it's a very important thing. And we need to find other horizons. We need to be able to go to China and see what the Chinese are doing. The Chinese need to come here and not be intimidated, because this is not Hollywood.
Yes.
This is smaller. It's friendlier. It's more congenial. So I think we can give each other a lot. And this festival is not just a window where you can see films. It is much more than that. I think it's a possibility for very rich exchange. It hasn't yet been discovered by Canadian filmmakers the way it should be. But
Okay.
its time will come. I think this is just getting started, and I think it will be huge in the years to come, because China's impact on the world of cinema is going to be bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, thank you so much, Paul. It's been a pleasure talking with you and learning more about your film and your experience at the film festival.
Thank you, Holly. It's a pleasure. Just let's hope that the second film festival coming up is as successful as the first. It should be even better now that the festival is just getting that much more experience.
Votre histoire, notre monde.